Good morning, students. My name is Mehvis Siddiqui, and I am Assistant Professor in Department of Education, BBD University. Here, today's lecture is on team teaching. What is team teaching? Team teaching is a teaching strategy that involves two or more teachers or instructors working collaboratively to plan and deliver instruction. Here, the teachers share responsibility for designing and delivering the curriculum and may take turns leading instruction or work together to co-teach a lesson. Basically, team teaching is a work here two or three teachers combine together, share their works, and teach that particular topic in the class so that the students can get the topic very clearly in a concise way. They can clear their doubts and they can maintain their interest in that particular topic. Characteristics of team teaching. The plan of team teaching is flexible. The teacher decides their activities themselves in the team teaching. This method involves collective responsibility, gives importance to all the team teaching teachers. In the team teaching, various aspects of any topic, if one subject is taught by two or more teachers turn by turn. Team spirit of teachers is bound to benefit the students to the maximum. It is a sort of pooling of expertise and resources such as experience, interest, knowledge, and skill of teachers. Principles of team teaching. There are some basic principles which are used in team teaching. Here, allocation of duties to teachers on the basis of their interest, qualifications, and personality characteristics. Now, duties are assigned according to the teacher's interest, their qualification, and what characteristics they suits on their personality. Suppose if a teacher is very good in communication, so the part of communication is given to the particular teacher. And if the second teacher is very comfortable in reinforcement or the writing of blackboard, so that particular quality, that particular task has been given to that particular teacher. Here likewise, if the interest, the allocation of duties depends on the basic interest of the teachers. Allotment of time according to the importance of subject. Now, this also is very important criteria while team teaching, that the time should be allotted according to the subject importance. If there is a science subject, the activity is also included, so time should be allotted. Likewise, the subject is important for that particular students. Providing appropriate learning environment by making required arrangement. So basically, team teaching has to be done in a very appropriate learning environment. Whatever tools or whatever aids have been used in the teaching should be properly arranged. Second is providing appropriate learning behavior to each learner within the group. Basically, we do team teaching for the particular cause that we can modify the learning behavior of the students. So, if the behavior has been modified in a positive way, so we can say that team teaching has been done very appropriately and in a very good manner. And if it has been not done, so we can give a chance to the teachers to improve themselves. Exercising constructive supervision on the activities of the group, keeping the level of team teaching appropriate to the level of the learner. Now, what is the procedure of team teaching? There are some steps while we are doing team teaching. First is planning, then organizing, and then evaluating. In the planning has been done before we come in the class, before the teacher has been entered in the class. Whatever the plan has been made, whatever the teaching aids, it has been decided, aims and objectives, how we have to do evaluation. It has all been done in the planning phase. Now, second is organizing phase. Here we organize this step has been done in the classroom where certain teachers has been given the responsibility, their duties, and they organize the team teaching in a good way. Then evaluating. After the team teaching, evaluation has been done whether the goal and objective what the teacher have been framed has been achieved or not. Objectives of team teaching: to improve quality of instruction, to exploit talents and expertise of teacher, to utilize resources of school, to understand importance of cooperation and group work among teachers, to develop the sense of shared responsibility, to increase flexibility in grouping and scheduling at the team teaching group students according to their interest and aptitude in the subject. Types of team teaching: there are basically four types of team teaching. One is traditional team teaching. Here, both teachers actively share the teaching of content and skills. Both teachers accept equal responsibilities for all pupils, and both teachers are actively involved throughout the class. This is a traditional team teaching where two teachers or two or three teachers, we can say, they all equally share their responsibility. They equally share their content, what they have to teach in the class, and they both are actively involved in the classroom to teach to students. Second is lead and support teaching. One teacher leads a lesson, assuming responsibility for teaching the content. The other teacher provides support and follow-up activities. Third is parallel instruction. The class is divided into two groups and each teacher delivers the same content and skills. Fourth is differentiated split class team teaching. The class is divided into two groups according to a specified learning need. Each group is provided with activities to meet that specific need. Now, what is the advantages of team teaching? By team teaching, we get a variety of ideas. We get better involvement of students, long-term knowledge retention, staff development to the concept, individual attention to the students, develop interpersonal skills and logic of students, better bonding between student and teacher, mental stimulation to students. There are some advantages also. A particular thing or particular product or particular anything which has some advantage also has some disadvantages. So disadvantages are acceptance of change by teachers. Many teachers are not ready to accept the team teaching concept. They only are they can teach by traditional method that they have to go in class, give the lecture and come out, give assign the homework and free the students. So many of the teachers does not like to share, like to combine the teaching in the class. This also leads to rigidity in teachers. They are being so rigid that they cannot that they cannot accept the change. Bad team management. Sometimes whether the planning has been done so properly or anything, लेकिन जब एक टीम जो है क्लासरूम में आने के बाद बैड एक मैनेजमेंट उनका प्रॉपर नहीं हो पाता तो वो टीचिंग सही से नहीं हो पाती. Personality conflicts. Everyone has some individual differences and they have their different personality. Sometimes somebody dominates and somebody don't speak at all. So this should not happen in team teaching. Lack of time management for coordination and planning, hard to keep track, inability to complete the curriculum. Now there are some tips while in using in team teaching. Schedule planning time. First of all, schedule your time according to the time of the class or time of the subject of the or the content what you have to teach in the class. Share the load. You have to share the load between the two teachers, equally share the responsibility, equally share the teaching, equally share all the activities that has been involved in the teaching process. Keep communicating. Some for any success of the program, first thing what you have to do is to communicate. So if communication is good, the program or this event will be good. And if there is any miscommunication, it will lead to failure. So keep communicating. Role model for students. Teachers have to become a role model for students so that when they get interacted, they have to be very, the students think that yes, we have to become like this. Make the most of your time. In, use the time, teach your concept in a very clear way, in a very concise way, and in a proper way. So use the time, make the most of your time in teaching. Create the positive community. Focus on strength. You have to focus on the strength of the particular teacher. Grasp that strength and play and display and present yourself in the class. So if the strength has been focused, it will lead to your mastery of the content. Thank you.